I get asked frequently, and as a matter of fact, I did get asked this question. One of the many things that I've been doing here in New York, other than this, or hanging with you and getting in a food coma after dinner last night for the group at Arthur's and Sons. Two enthusiastic thumbs up if you're ever in town here. And Mike Del Tufo, you don't just throw around manhole covers when you're talking about how
I took home the doggy bag.
Yes, you did. At any rate,
guilty as charged.
The reason why I bring that up is one of the things I did is I recorded an episode of Kelly and Mark Consuelos, a Rich Eisen Show guest, and Carlie-Irsay, his wife. They are shooting their show in this complex here, just like Good Morning America. First Take is next door. This is the Get Upset. At any rate, Kelly asked me at one point, what I do get asked frequently is, do you on your show talk about reality television? And I said the only thing that popped into my head is I do every day. It's called sports. Yes. And there is no greater reality show, as we know, than the National Football League. The ultimate, you can't make this up. Whether it's on the field, Jalen Hurts turning the ball over twice on the same possession, for instance, a game like Monday nights, or the story that hit everybody's feeds just yesterday and shocked everybody on Monday night as well when it first came out, that Phillip Rivers is coming out of retirement at age 44. And my first reaction was, why? We know why the Colts would knock on his door, because Daniel Jones is done for the year. And also Anthony Richardson is on injured reserve. Who knows when he's coming back? Riley Leonard, their rookie quarterback from Notre Dame, thrust into action last week. He may not be ready. One wouldn't be surprised if he's not ready for, say, the Seattle Seahawks, who the Colts are going to visit. And the Seahawks have been tearing everybody limb from limb, essentially, figuratively, although sometimes it looks literally when they're doing that to opposing quarterbacks like Max Brosmer. Last time the Seahawks hosted a game, we saw a quarterback who was not ready, a third-string quarterback who was not ready for action. And if Riley Leonard's not ready for action and the Colts are 8-5 and they have a division to win and a playoff race to finish and make the playoffs after going 8-2, well, it makes sense. Let's see if Phillip Rivers is around. And my first reaction after was the why was, is he kissing his family goodbye? Because, again, he's 44, and the teams that the Indianapolis Colts have to face the rest of the way. You tell me if there's any wallflowers at Seattle, home for San Francisco, home for Jacksonville, and at Houston. Woo. Josh Hines-Allen never thought I'm going to be gunning for Phillip Rivers. No. Will Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter, Seattle, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Leonard Williams, and yada, yada, yada. I mean, you're 44 and you weren't moving around very well when we last saw you at 39. What's going on? So I'm like, all right, he's signed to the practice squad. There's no way he's going to start on Sunday at Seattle, where he's probably sitting at home in Alabama watching the Colts. If he was watching Daniel Jones go down, not thinking, oh, Daniel Jones going down, not only am I going to get a phone call, but I'm going to start next week for the Colts in Seattle wearing Daniel Jones's number.
So that's legit.
Sure enough.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane.
They're giving him 17.
17 is what Phillip Rivers wore back in the day, and this is apparently what Phillip Rivers is going to wear. Oh. With Daniel Jones on injured reserve, you are allowed in the rule books to take that player's number and give it to whoever you want. Wow. And that's what we call cold reality in a reality sport known as the National Football League. And sure enough, Shane Steichen stepped to the microphone today and had this to say about Phillip Rivers' readiness right now.
Sunday after the game, when Daniel went down and then we found out about Riley's knee, we're kind of like, hey, what are we going to do? And me and Chris were talking, and we're like, hey, let's call Phillip, see what he says. Called him Sunday night. We said, hey, what do you think? He said, heck yeah, I'm interested, heck yeah. And so he slept on it. I said, sleep on it. And then Monday, called him back Monday morning. He said, I need to get up there. I need to get up there and throw, get in that building, start moving around. So he came in here, threw. He didn't forget how to throw a football. So we did that Monday, and then Tuesday, he was in the hotel thinking it over. He called us. Me and Chris were in the office. Said, "What do you think?" He said, "Dadgummit, let's freaking go." And so we said, "Let's do it." And so we're excited for his opportunity. Like I said, he's one of the most passionate players I've ever been around. The obsession for the game is off the charts.
If Riley's healthy, will he start?
We'll see how the week goes. We'll get to the end of the week and make that decision.
Get to the end of the week
Wow.
and make that decision.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
Who's better for us to start in Seattle? Rookie quarterback whose knee isn't 100% in his first career start, and it's on the road in Seattle. Who's better, that or a 44-year-old future Hall of Fame quarterback who hasn't played since 2020, who says, "Dadgummit, let's give it a try"? Which is the better option? Now, they're going to eyeball him because on the practice squad, he can practice. That's, the point of a practice squad. And, this is real. Phillip Rivers might start Sunday in Seattle. Holy
It's like riding a bike for him. Yeah, get right back on that thing.
Kind of, but
that's a heck of a bike, man.
I mean,
Mike is trying to kill you.
yeah. It's like one of those clown
I
bikes that's
mean-
like 8 feet tall.
But they don't do this unless they plan on Phillip playing.
I can't imagine. Well, let's throw it in this direction that they will have to see it. You can't just assume, he says, "Dadgummit, I'll try it," and he hasn't forgotten to throw out a football. The ball is
That's true.
flying out of his hands.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a difference between moving around and being ready and trusting the process if Riley Leonard could go do it. But these games are all precious for everyone involved, including Phillip Rivers, who probably never thought in the last 5 years this could even be possible. He's sitting at home, and all of a sudden, boom, phone's ringing, and it's his old coordinator from back in the Chargers days, and it's Chris Ballard saying, "What do you think?" And he turns to his wife and his kids, and, "What do you think?" Suddenly he's on a plane to Indianapolis.
the kids all have a vote, you think?
Was it like a shareholder meeting?
Again,
a shareholder meeting?
just
It's like he got the ascension
just
of
to
like,
bring this all full circle, do you cover reality television? It was
It is.
a Rivers Tribal Council.
Nice.
Yes.
You write it all down on a piece of paper.
So did the wife have the
Go-
torch?
I was just gonna say, here you go, Rick.
Right.
TJ, that's the truth.
Oh, Phillip Rivers is spoken. Dadgummit. Let's hear from Philly Riv. Hit it.
Wow.
It's been a whirlwind of 48 hours, I'll say.
Yes.
But each
Look at him.
moment that goes by, I feel more and more confident. I really do. I think for me, the decision wasn't easy. And because of all the things that you all can imagine, there's human nature to have a little doubt, And I think for me, working through that was, well, that's normal. That's normal to have a little doubt. Who wouldn't have doubt after 5 years? But where's that? Is that doubt real or not? And it's like, well, let's again, like I go back to our first answer. The only way you can find out is to go.
Is to go.
I'm with it, man.
Guys, how are you feeling right now? Like fired up? Because he's
mean-
one of the all-time faves, right?
Oh, man.
And it's 4 men who are over 40. I personally,
Man of a certain age.
How old are you?
I know.
over 40.
I'm way over 40.
Right at that moment, I just said to myself, man, I hope this works out. Because
Here's how I know he's playing, and he's going to start on
he's gonna go to
Sunday.
Vegas odds, folks.
There are no props currently for Riley Leonard.
Wow.
You can bet on any prop you want for Phillip Rivers.
That's
What
it.
does that mean? Seriously,
that's
like
his plan.
there's nobody in
They play.
Vegas
They know.
that's sitting
Yeah,
there
those
in
guys know.
Indianapolis.
They know.
They know, Rick.
What a gambler thing to say.
They know.
You
They know.
seriously?
It's immediately what I thought of. Are there props available on Phillip Rivers?
They know.
Yes.
And you and I, that's not how we.
You guys aren't
Because
thinking that.
they don't know there if he's going to on Thursday tweak this, that, the other thing, or on Friday there's a step back, or Riley Leonard takes a step forward, and they have to sit there and go, "Phillip, I know we took you out of Alabama this week, but we think Riley does give us the best chance to win." I don't know.
I mean,
That said, Seattle has been winning games by halftime.
Yep.
Okay. They have been
yeah.
tearing quarterbacks apart defensively. And I think all Phillip Rivers has to do is move around to the point where they feel he can protect himself. Okay. And one of the muscles that he will use to protect himself is what's between the temples, which is why he is automatically right now a better chance to start and win for the Colts than Riley Leonard, because the amount of football that Phillip has played, the amount of football that Phillip has yet to forget, the amount of football that Phillip has now dreamt that he's never thought he could play again and will, and also the sense that he might give to the rest of that locker room. We're winning today. The whole sense that we're all feeling a jolt here of excitement for the Colts and for all of us as football fans that could permeate the locker room. Those are all reasons why there might not be a prop bet on Riley Leonard right now. Not like there's somebody in Indianapolis who calls, a pal of Mo Green's right now and says, hey, I got something for you. Don't waste your time putting up props online for Brockman to put his money on.
Can I interest you in Phillip Rivers' first quarter passing yards?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
But it really is, can he move around?
Yeah.
Will he be such an iron deer on the front lawn that Seattle has curated to the point where it looks like Myles Garrett's front lawn on Halloween?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Last thing you want is for him just to get slaughtered.
Oh, my God. And his family, too. But you could see just like this is a Disney movie. This
really
is just like, okay.
It really is.
And
how weird is that we're here
let's
for
just,
this?
Let's,
I know, it's,
right,
it's amazing.
Exactly. So let's just end this segment with this, all right? Because it is all what we're alluding to. Where would it rank for Phillip Rivers to save the season for the Colts, get them to the playoffs, and make it to the Super Bowl?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
where would that rank?
Tom going to
just
Tampa
all-time
and winning?
sports, or just a
With
men of
Kurt
a certain-
Warner's magic carpet ride coming out of nowhere? Just
Brady going to Tampa and winning again?
I don't even think
At his age?
That's not the same.
No.
This is just sitting at home with your fam or whatever you're doing on a Sunday, having no idea. Was he watching the Colts play the Jaguars? I doubt it.
No.
Hey, Phillip, we're down a quarterback 3. He's even potentially not ready to go. We need somebody. We can't sign it. And if we're going to sign anyone off the street, we might as well get a future Hall of Famer who knows Shane Steichen and his playbook, and Shane knows him. And the organization. You know us. We know you. The only thing we don't know is how interested you are and how physically able you are, because we know mentally you're ready. And where would it rank? I don't even know if there's an equivalent.
I'm racking my brain. There's nothing like
it. Would be like the movie The Rookie if they
won the World Series.
If they went and he saved the World Series.
Right, exactly.
I still think one of the greatest physical feats of all time is George Foreman winning the heavyweight title.
There you go.
At 45 years old.
That's not a bad.
After
there you go.
taking a decade
well
off.
done.
But to me, there's nothing tougher than that. You have two men who are just going at it one-on-one with no protection. But if he were to take them to the Super Bowl, you'd have to slide this into TJ's personal number 2. Because
I got to be honest with you, man. Because the opposing quarterbacks in Seattle have been going one-on-one with no protection also, it seems. And this is a rough spot, man. This is a rough spot.
Max Brosmer as Michael Moore.
Yeah, I was starting to feel bad for that kid, man. But I had Seattle's defense in fantasy that game.
Story.
So,
What a
It's amazing.
story.
it's pretty cool.
And it's playing out in Indianapolis as we speak.
I love it.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.